It's January and my hydrangeas are not looking too great. Even though I live in a mild climate, they know that it's time to be tucked in for the winter. Hi you guys, my name is Sonia with Suburban Gardening. Normally my hydrangeas are absolutely glorious. I keep them here in the secret garden because they just look so pretty through the spring, the summer, and even into the fall. But right now it's January, they're sleepy and they're ready to get tucked in for a long winter's nap. Let me show you how I put them to sleep so they can come back strong, beautiful in the springtime. This is my collection of hydrangeas, and I basically end up with so many because my sister buys them at the grocery store every spring, and then she doesn't know what to do with them when the flowers start to fade, so she gives them to me, and now I've ended up with quite a few. I've got lace cap, which I'll show you a picture, and I've got mop head, which are just as beautiful. So this is what I end up with, something like this. It looks like it's trying to put on new leaves, but that's just a fake out there. Those aren't really new leaves coming out. And if they are, they'll be asleep all winter long. So I'm going to show you how to trim these down. We're going to put them in a nice protected place in the garden. And that way, when the spring comes, we'll have these beautiful hydrangeas. Basically, all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my garden clippers and I'm going to find the leaf nodes and then I'm going to clip it there. Now, these go in the trash, of course, but I like to clip my hydrangeas a little longer, not take them down to like 1 inch, leave 3 to 4 inches on them, especially if they're in pots, because that way if any of the branches die, I'll be able to get them out easier, and I think it helps them stay alive better. Here is our finished product. All of the hydrangeas are trimmed. They're ready to go to sleep. They look pretty sticky, but this is exactly what they wanted. Now, do you see this one right here, how it's kind of drying up? That's what these are going to look like pretty soon. I know these have green leaves on them, but those leaves will drop off. They still have a little bit of time before they want to come back to the spring. I'm going to carry them over and put them in their little resting place for the winter time. My hydrangeas are so happy now. They can go down for a long winter's nap and come back full of energy in the spring. Now, this is not the time to be fertilizing them. We'll wait till the springtime when they have their first true leaves, and then we'll fertilize them then. I also won't be watering them. They get enough water from rain and sprinklers in my yard to keep them going. If you live in a cold area where maybe you get freezing temperatures or it snows, check with your local growers, because I do believe they trim their hydrangeas in the springtime. Thanks you guys for stopping by. I'll see you in the next one. There is no reason we have to wait for spring to take a look at these beautiful hydrangeas. Just for fun, we can remember what they look like in the spring. This is a lace cap hydrangea. They come in the most beautiful assortment of colors: pinks, blues, and lavenders. I like to put used coffee grounds in my lace cap hydrangea pots. It changes the pH of the soil and causes my pink hydrangeas to turn blue. To change your pink hydrangea flowers from pink to blue, you need to increase the acidity of the soil. Feeding the hydrangea one time in the spring with an acid-loving fertilizer could do the trick. This is a mophead hydrangea. They also come in the most beautiful assortments of pinks, blues, and lavenders. And changing the acidity of the soil will also change the color of the flower. All of these hydrangeas enjoy moist but not wet soil, morning sun in hotter climates, and all-day sun in mild climates. I believe they're so popular because they're so easy to take care of. Feeding them one time in the spring is really all they need for the whole year. This beautiful hydrangea is called a vanilla hydrangea. I currently do not have one in my garden, but I'm hoping to acquire one soon. The hardiness of this hydrangea is zones 3 to 8. My zone might be much too hot for this hydrangea. If you're able to have this type in your garden, I'm envious. They are just beautiful plants. My husband and I often take photographs of our beautiful flowers. I like to take a peek at those pictures every now and then just to remember what's coming up in the spring.